You may have heard I'm in hospice. Yes, I am, and but I'm still functional, and I'm still working, and I'm still ministering the best I can until I can't anymore. Started my 12th year 2 weeks ago, so I've been there 11 years, and part of my responsibility is to care for the congregation and care for their family members. I was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer that had spread into the liver and lymph nodes. Had 2 opinions, and both the doctors at that point said, you know, just enjoy the days that you have, and kind of tell me that your time's not long here. Took a deep breath and I go, okay. And Dr. Morrissey was the one that told me, he said, you got any questions? Nope. And I knew right then that God knew this already, wasn't a surprise to him. And so we're going to figure out how to glorify and honor him with whatever's left.
After my first round, we had to go back and, you know, are you going to do a second round? I said, no, I'm not. I asked God to forgive me. And I said, I want y'all to meet the people of hospice. I want you to have a meeting with them. And I want you to see what I'm talking about. Joey, my son, Diane, and then Katie, my daughter that lives in Boston, she zoomed in on our meeting. And it was just beautiful. It was just, I kept looking at them going, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is how I want it. And so they got it. They got it. They understood that I wanted to go out this way because I think it's the most natural way to go. It was just such a relief to meet with them on that Monday and just go, this is the way we're going now, and my family embrace it and understand it. So it was just something I wanted to do. And so here's the cool thing about it. I get to stay at home as long as I can. Fred's gonna tell Diane, I think it's time for us to take him to the hospice house. And I know at that point, and Diane will know at that point, I won't be there long. It's just not gonna be long. But I know that when I'm there, my family can come see me, my friends can come see me, my dog can come see me, and I know I'll get good care, and I know my family will get good care. I know they'll be taken care of. They don't shorten life or extend life. They just try to make whatever you have left as pain-free as possible. And I love that because they've made this last month extremely pain-free for the most part. And so because I'm pain-free, I can do things. I can still be vital in my community. I can still be vital in my church. I can still be vital in my friendships. I can still be a dad and a father and a husband and all that.
Been married to Diane for 42 years. We celebrated our 42nd anniversary August the 2nd, and we bought gutters for the house. So we're in that romantic stage of life where we do practical things. I've got 2 children, Joey and Katie. I've got a granddaughter, Claire, that's 10, and grandson, Judson, who's 4. I'm gonna miss making memories with them. And the rest of it, it's all okay. You know, life goes on, and if this is God's plan for me, it's God's plan for them, and they'll grow through that. So I'm just excited for the next adventure in my life, and I know that soon my family will be there too, and my friends and the people I love and care about.
Maybe that's my legacy, that they die with some dignity and they die kind of on their own terms instead of what medicine dictates.
I hope that I'm teaching people to die well. I'm hoping that I'm teaching them the proper way to express grief with their family and to take care of their family and love their family through this, but also to look with expectation of all the promises. Life's too short to continue to argue about things that don't matter and things that are just passing away. It affects your children, it affects your future, it affects your past. And so I really want people to have a joy and have a comfort in their life. And so I think to die well is to live well. If you understand the premise of what God wants us to do in our lives and what Christ has called us to do in our lives, not just as I'm a minister, I know, and I know that's hard for people to separate sometimes, but this is just me being a man after God's own heart. I mean, for me to live as Christ and die as gain. And so as long as I'm here, I'm gonna try to be the very best I can be for Christ.
Don't let cancer define who you are. Don't let cancer define how you're gonna live out the rest of your life. You define it through Jesus Christ. You define it through your family because you have the power to do that. It has no power over me. It can't win. And so, yeah, I'm good with that. Maybe that's the best way to describe hospice. They're just a godsend. There's a confidence in what they do. There's mercy in what they do. There's tenderness in what they do. I don't have words. Just an absolute incredible blessing. And he works through them in a powerful way.
wonderful life.
He had a stand-up pace a while ago. Now it's laid back.